Good evening, everyone. Respected chief guests, guests of honor, special guests, and jury members, and my lovely audience. My contestant number 1. I am Murin Jodi. I am a single mother of one son. My son is 10 years old. जो मैं ड्रेस पहना हुआ है ये है यूबिन ट्रेडिशनल अटायर and I am proudly representing my beautiful district Arunachal.
Nigisusu everyone, good evening each and everyone present over here. Greeting judges, esteemed guests, guests of honor, special guests, special invitees, and my all dear lovely audience. I truly believe that true beauty lies in embracing our individuality and using our platform to inspire and uplift others. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your contestant number 2. My name is Mrs. Manju Khamliju Sidaso, wife of Mr. Loksang Sidaso, and a mother of 3 years old son. I'm a housewife, a homemaker, and I'm proud of it. And tonight, I'm wearing my own beautiful traditional attire of Russo Aka tribe and proudly representing from the land which is known for its peace, kind, and harmony. That is my beautiful district, West Coming Trezino. And lastly, I wish you all a very happy new year. Thank you and have a wonderful night.
The best view comes after the hardest climb. Good evening, everyone, respected chief guests, guests of honor, all the jury members, and all my fellow friends. I'm Mrs. Gana Gorang Perme, wife of Mr. Daniel Perme, mother of 3 beautiful children, contestant number 3. And today, I'm wearing a beautiful attire that is Adi traditional dress and proudly representing East Siam and everyone. Good evening and Arunachal. Hello, good evening everyone. I would like to respect chief guests, guests of honor, jury members, and those who all are present here tonight. Beautiful are not always beautiful, but good things are always beautiful. According to me, it doesn't matter what size and shape you are. What the matter is that you carry your confidence, so every one of each here who carries your confidence has a right to shine on. I am Antilo Gambre, proudly representing from the land of sunrise, Anjou district, Walong, and proud mother of 3 boys. And tonight I'm wearing my own traditional attire, Mijo Miss Me. Thank you. Nothing is impossible. The word itself. Say I am possible. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kado Sito Rokam, wife of Rokam Tachi, mother of 2 beautiful siblings. Tonight I am wearing a beautiful attire of our Nishi community and proudly representing my beautiful Kamna district. Time is tight, long for wait, so everybody live your life. Respected chief guest member and my lovely audience, I am Mrs. Nengo Yalu, wife of Mr. Nenko Rajan, and I have blessed with two beautiful children, and I proudly introduce myself as homemaker. Tonight, I'm wearing my beautiful traditional attire of Apatani, which is called Supung dress. And I representing from my beautiful district, Luar Subansri 0. Thank you. Have a delightful evening ahead.
New day, new thoughts, new strength, and new possibility. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, respected chief guests, guests of honor, jury members, all my lovely audience. I am Mrs. Rakejarin Tayo, wife of Tayo Tadu, mother of two beautiful siblings. As your contestant number 7, tonight I am wearing a beautiful attire of Bangcho tribe, and I am proudly representing my beautiful district, Karadani!
Empowerment of women lead to development in good family, good society, and ultimately a good nation. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, respected chief guest of honor, jury member, and my dear lovely audience. I am Mrs. Tawaya Jo Bengia, wife of Zini Bengia, and I am blessed with two beautiful children. Tonight I am wearing the traditional attire of certain tribe, and I am proudly representing my village, clean and cool Chuju.
Good evening, everyone, respected chief guests, guest of honor, jury member, and my lovely audience. As a contestant number 9, I am Mrs. Odasun Kalika, wife of Lika Haji, and I am mother of two beautiful children. And tonight, entire of Nokta tribe, and I belong from Karak, the Punjab district. Thank you.
I truly believe learning is the only thing that the mind never exhausts, never fear, and never regret. Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, respected judges, guests of honor, and special invitee. I'm contestant number 10, Mrs. Kimi Anna Lingu, proudly representing Lower Siang District, Likhawani. From the heart of Arunachal Pradesh. Professionally, I'm an assistant professor, and I'm passionate about education and preserving our unique culture and heritage. Tonight, I'm wearing the most iconic attire of the Galo community, and I'm truly honored to stand here not only as an individual, but as a voice for strength, grace, and resilience of the Arunachali woman. Thank you so much for this incredible opportunity, and have a great evening.
I am the one who proving that age doesn't define the ability of our woman, and I'm gonna prove in this competition. Hello and good evening, Itanagar. I am Mrs. Navam Sumpinich, wife of Mr. Nich Thangam, and a proud mother of 5-year-old son. By profession, I am an aspiring entrepreneur, a businesswoman. Additionally, I aspire to be an honest and inspiring role model with my diverse talent, dedication, and unwavering determination. Tonight, I'm wearing a beautiful traditional attire of Tangsa community, wearing contestant number 11, proudly representing my beautiful district, Yazaliki Banyor. Thank you for your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful evening.
Good evening, everyone, respected chief guests, judges, and jury member, and my lovely audience. My name is Mrs. Joro Masa Licha. My contestant number is 12. My husband's name is Mr. Licha Tagam, and I have 4 beautiful children. And I am tonight I wearing traditional dress is my body bakar, and I am representing in Key Panjab district.
The strongest action of a woman, believe in yourself and never ever give up in whatever you do. Tashi Dilek, and a very warm good evening to each and everyone present over here. Respected chief guests, guests of honor, jury members, and my lovely audience. I am Mrs. Dr. Yeshiwamu Monpa, wife of Poncho Tring Namsa, your contestant number 13, and tonight I am wearing my beautiful traditional attire of Monpa community called as Shinka, and proudly representing my beautiful district, none other than West Kami. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Good evening, everyone, respected chief guests, guests of honor, and all the jury's members, and my lovely audience. I am Mrs. Taumana, mother of 2 beautiful kids, as your contestant number 14, and I am wearing beautiful attire, Tagin dress, and I am proudly representing my beautiful district, Kui Fanyu. Thank you.
Can we have a big round of applause for all these 14 stunning women here tonight? It becomes confusing backstage. भूल जाता हूँ कि मैं Mrs. Arunachal host कर रहा हूँ ना कोई Miss Beauty Pageant host कर रहा हूँ. To all of you, you guys are looking absolutely ravishing and stunning. Can we have a big round of applause? Well, I'm pretty sure जब ये 14 incredibly talented ladies जब Mrs. Arunachal contest करने आया, I'm pretty sure तब से लेके अभी तक इन लोगों का बोल चाल में, उन लोगों का चलने का ढंग में, उन लोगों का spirit भी एकदम high हो गया होगा. And there is one person who always makes them change. That is the official choreographer of a beauty pageant. And it gives me immense pride to invite on stage the official choreographer of Nara by Mrs. Arunachal 2025. Please put your hands together for Rido Yami. And she is a runway model. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'd like to invite on stage the official makeup artist who has made all these 14 beautiful ladies even more incredible. Please put your hands together for Miss Dado Pana, Managing Director, Dado Pana Makeup Training Academy. It's a time where we have to say goodbye to some few contestants. We will declare the top 10, but before that, we will give away the subtitles for the subtitle round. Many amongst these will win the subtitles. We will start with Mrs. Discipline, and to do the honors, I'd like to invite on stage Mrs. Anya Nyokir Tamin. She is the reigning Mrs. India Universe 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, our first subtitle is for Mrs. Discipline. And Mrs. Discipline Nara Abba Mrs. Arunachal 2025 is. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Mering Johnny. We'll move ahead with the next subtitle, that is for Mrs. Personality. And to do the honors, I'd like to invite on stage Mrs. Ringu Situp Rugu, reigning Mrs. India Universe in the Classic category. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Mrs. Personality goes to, please put your hands together for Mrs. Manju Kangriji Miji. Next, we'll move ahead with a subtitle for Mrs. Talent. And to do the honors, I'd like to invite on stage Mihi Wangsu. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Mrs. Talent, Naraba Mrs. Arunachal 2025 goes to... Please put your hands together for Mrs. Gena Borang Perme.
You got me sipping on something I can't compare to nothing I've ever known. I'm hoping that after this fever I'll survive. I know I'm acting a bit crazy, strung out a little bit hazy. Hand over heart, I'm praying that I'm gonna make it out alive. The bed's getting cold and you're not here. The future that we hold is so unclear. But I'm not alive until
I'd like to request Nehu to kindly stay back.
save your advice, 'cause I won't.
Let's move ahead to the next subtitle. That is for Mrs. Confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Confidence, Naraba Mrs. Arunachal 2025 goes to... Please put your hands together for Tado Sito Rotom.
You got me scanning pieces, shining like stars and screaming, lighting me up like Venus. But then you disappeared, make me wait, and every second's like torture. Heroin did no more, so finding the way to let go. Baby, baby, no, I can't escape. The bed's getting cold and you're not here. The future that we hold is so unclear. But I'm not alive until you call, and I'll bet the odds against it all. Save your advice, 'cause I won't hear you.
Let's move ahead with the next subtitle. That is for Mrs. Beautiful Skin. And to do the honors, I'd like to invite on stage Nabam Mary Nangram to kindly come off to the stage. The next subtitle is for Mrs. Beautiful Skin, and Mrs. Beautiful Skin goes to... Please put your hands together for Mrs. Rakhe Jeriang Tayo.
But I can't imagine a life without breathless moments breaking me down, down, down. The bed's getting cold and you're not here. The future that we hold is so unclear. But I'm not alive until you call, and I'll bet the odds against it all.
I'd like to request Mary to kindly stay back. We'll move ahead with the next subtitle for Mrs. Beautiful Smile. And the winner of Mrs. Beautiful Smile goes to... Please put your hands together for Mrs. Hyoda Sumka Likha.
You got me sipping on something I can't compare to nothing I've ever hoping that after this fever I'll survive. I know I'm acting a bit crazy, strung out a little bit.
Next subtitle is for Mrs. Congeniality. And I'd like to request Mary to kindly stay back. Ladies and gentlemen, the next subtitle, Mrs. Congeniality. And the winner is... Please put your hands together for Mrs. Kime Ana Lingu. We'll move ahead to the next subtitle. That is for Best Costume. Best Costume Naraba Mrs. Arunachal 2025 goes to. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Joram Asha Licha. Let's move ahead to the next subtitle. That is Best Audience Choice. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for Naraba Mrs. Arunachal 2025, the subtitle winner for Best Audience Choice goes to. Please put your hands together for Dr. Yashi Wangmo. We'll move ahead to the Best Catwalk for Mrs. Arunachal 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for Naraba Mrs. Arunachal 2025 Best Catwalk is Mrs. Tau Mana.
You got me sipping on something I can't complain to nothing I've ever known. I'm hoping that after this fever I'll survive. I'm all nothing a bit crazy, strung out a little bit hazy. Hand over heart, I'm praying that I'm gonna make it out alive. The bed's getting cold and you're not here. The future that we hold is so unclear.
Thank you, Mary. You may kindly accept. Now, to give away the next subtitle, I'd like to request the chairperson of Mrs. Arunachal organization, Ngurang Anung Dobung, to kindly come up to the stage. Let's move ahead to the next subtitle, that is for Mrs. Fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Naraba Mrs. Arunachal, Mrs. Fitness is, please put your hands together for Mrs. Manju Kangriji Miji. Anu ma'am, kindly stay back. Kindly stay back. We'll move ahead to the next subtitle for Miss Popularity. And the winner for Mrs. Popularity, sorry. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Gena Borang Perme. Winner for Mrs. Popularity. Thank you so much, Arunachal. We are left with the last subtitle, that is for Best Supportive Husband. Well, we have the reigning, I'd still say the reigning winner of the Best Supportive Husband, Shri Nambya Khasa, amongst us. So I'd like to request him to kindly come off to the stage. Mr. Nangbya Khasa. Mr. Nangbya Khasa will give away the new Best Supportive Husband. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for Best Supportive Husband is the better half of Mrs. Kime Ana Lingu. I'd like to request the better half, the husband of Mrs. Kime Ana Lingu, to kindly come off to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the best supportive husband goes to the husband of Mrs. Kime Ana Lingu.
It's getting cold and you're not here. The future that we hold is so unclear. But I'm not liable till you call. And now but the odds against it. Save your advice 'cause I
Thank you so much.
you might be right, but I don't care. 'Cause I know you're ready.
Well, now the tough part. Few amongst these 14 incredibly talented and inspiring women will have to exit the Naraba Mrs. Arunachal 2025. Only 10 will make it to the next round, and this is a tough one because I believe the 14, I wish all 14 could go to the next round. But this is a tough competition, and we have to follow the rules. The first contestant who makes it to the final round of Nara Aba Mrs. Arunachal 2025 is Mrs. Manju Kangriji Miji.
That I'm gonna make it out alive. The bed's getting cold and you're not here. The future that we hold is so unclear.
The next contestant who goes to the next round, please put your hands together for Mrs. Gena Borang Perme. Let's move ahead. The third contestant, the next contestant who goes to the next round, please put your hands together for Mrs. Antilu Gambre.
Baby, baby, no one can escape. The bed's getting cold and you're not here. The future that we hold is so
The next contestant who makes her spot in the top 10, please put your hands together for Mrs. Tado Sito Roto. Let's move ahead. The fifth contestant who makes it to the top 10 is, please put your hands together for Mrs. Nenko Yalo. Let's move ahead. The next contestant who gets into the top 10 is, please put your hands together for Mrs. Taba Yajo Bengia.
And now but the odds against it. Save your advice 'cause
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contestant who goes to the next round, the top 10, is... Please put your hands together for Mrs. Kime Ana Lingu. The next contestant, the 8th contestant who makes it to the top 10 is... Please put your hands together for Mrs. Nabam Sumpi Nij. The next contestant who goes to the top 10 is... The next contestant who goes to the next round of Naraba Mrs. Arunachal 2025 is... Dr. Yashi Wangu Monpa. The last contestant who gets a spot in the top 10 of Naraba Mrs. Arunachal 2025 is... Please put your hands together for Mrs. Taumana. Thank you to the remaining 4. You may kindly exit. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your top 10 of Nara Abba Mrs. Arunachal 2025, and they will come back once again for the final Q&A round. Can we have a big round of applause? Music please. Chairperson Arunachal Pradesh State Commission for Women to kindly come over to the stage and share some few words with us.